If the only thing holding you back from starting is the fact that you don't know where to start, that you've asked somebody how to start, where do I start? That's the only thing holding you back from starting something new. Well, shut the fuck up, because that is not a reason to not start. I see this all the time, so popular with people that they love to create excuses. The reason that they're not starting a diet, the reason that they're not going to the gym, the reason they're not going to start a new business, the reason they're not going to go to school, all these different reasons to why they can't do it. The idea that, oh, like, I have to figure out, like, somebody must tell me exactly what to do. I really want to start day trading, but I don't know where to start. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my way. Don't waste my time. If you message me on Instagram, you message me anywhere asking me where to start, I'm not even going to waste my fucking breath replying. But the thing is, if you actually want to start, you want to learn, you want to get into whatever it is, you gotta just get into it. You gotta start doing it. And asking somebody to teach you where to start, how to start, is probably the first sign that you're not gonna make it. Because when shit gets hard, when you start a business and shit gets hard, who are you gonna call and ask, like, hey man, you know, my business has been really hard. I don't know what to do. Can you please help me? Just shut the fuck up. Because the thing is, you're going to figure it out. If you have a true passion for whatever it is, you're going to figure out where to start. You're going to figure out how to start. For example, when I first started filming back in 2006, 2007, filming was not like it is today. Nobody had iPhones that film 4K. I mean, it was like you had to go out and you had to buy a camera, you had to buy a computer. You really had to figure out how to film it and to edit. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was just a kid on the internet that wanted to make videos, and I started filming and I figured it out. I didn't ask anyone. I didn't call anyone. I didn't wait for some guy on fucking Instagram to give me a reason to start, a blueprint to start. I didn't buy some fucking course on how to start, where to learn, because deep down I fucking wanted it, right? I wanted it so bad that I didn't care what I had to do. I didn't care what anyone had to say. And let me remind you right now, my friends, if you start something, if it isn't a crazy idea, if people don't think that it's a crazy idea, if your family, your friends, your girlfriend doesn't think it's a crazy idea, then it's not a fucking good idea. Every single idea, every single business, every single thing that I've ever done in my entire life has been a fucking crazy idea. When I first started filming, my family told me there's no way you're gonna make money filming. No one's gonna pay you to film. You don't even know how to film. Well, guess what? I made over $1 million fucking filming. It's not that my parents were wrong. It's not that my friends were wrong. It's the fact that they just didn't see the bigger picture. They didn't know how bad I wanted it. And I wanted it so bad to the point that I didn't care what anyone had to say. If somebody told me I couldn't do it, I didn't care. If somebody told me how to do it, I didn't care. Because all I knew was I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to make it happen. And that's what you have to have. You have to have this undying fucking belief in yourself, a confidence that you can't just simply wake up one day and go, well, you know, I really want to start doing something, but I don't know what to do. Let me go ask some guy on Instagram how to start. Shut the fuck up. Don't waste my time. Don't even message me. I'm not even going to reply, people. There's so many ways to get started in whatever it is. For example, let's say you want to start working out. What's the best way to start? Go to the fucking gym. Do you need to go on Instagram and find workouts for some guy on Instagram to tell you how to move muscle and how to build muscle and what to eat, what not to eat? No, you don't need someone to tell you how to do it. You can do your own research. There's this thing called Google, right? There's this thing called Google. It might sound crazy, but any question that you could possibly have in the entire world, any question you're going to ask me, any question you're going to ask some guru on Instagram about working out, whatever it is, there's a thing called Google. And Google will answer whatever fucking question you have, and it'll give you millions of answers on that question. Asking somebody on Instagram or asking somebody on YouTube how to get into something, how to start something, you're just wasting your time asking someone where to start. And you're proving that you really don't want it. Like, you really don't fucking want it, because the only reason that you're not starting is because someone hasn't told you how to start. You're wasting my fucking time. You're wasting your fucking time. You might as well get a job at McDonald's, right? You want a job where they tell you what to do. You want to get your hand held the whole time. You want to be told that you're special. Go to fucking McDonald's. You want to actually make it in this world. You want to make a business. You want to start whatever fucking idea that you have. Everyone's going to tell you that you're going to fail. Everyone's going to tell you that you can't do it. So welcome to fucking reality. You're going to go to school, college, high school, whatever it is. You're going to get out of school, and you're going to go from being a special person, special kid, to now the world doesn't give a fuck what sport you played. The world doesn't give a fuck what you read, what book you did a report on. Nobody cares about any of that shit. All they care about is what can you do to make their business better, or what can you do to sell a better product, right? If you want to be successful, you have to have an undying belief that you can be successful. And asking somebody how to be successful is literally the worst thing that you could do, because it's just proving to me, it's proving right away that you actually don't want it enough. You know, if you message me and you're like, hey, Patrick, I put a lot of time, a lot of research, I've been, learning about this, learning about that, and you show that you've actually put in effort, and you explain to me like, hey, look, I've put in the last few months of effort, I've been trading, I've been trying to learn, this is my problem, I'll help you. Because then I see at least you're going through it. But the fucking messages that really piss me off, the messages that I just fucking love the most, is I get a message like, hey, how do I make money like you? Hey, I want to start trading. Where do I start? Shut the fuck up. Don't waste my time. Get the fuck out of here. Just go ahead and turn the podcast off, because you're wasting everyone's time. First started my YouTube channel about day trading. I had no idea what I was doing. Literally, zero idea. I really had no idea what I was doing. Like, no shit. And I started YouTube, and everyone told me the same thing. Patrick, why would anyone watch videos on YouTube about day trading when you don't even know how to day trade? And it was a good question. It was a good idea, right? Like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. But the thing was, I knew, number one, that I was going to figure it out. I knew that I was going to figure out what I needed to do to become successful in that space, right? I'm going to go through it. I'm going to learn, and then I'm going to share my experience. And that's why people watch my videos, because they see my videos, they're like, oh, wow, this guy, he kind of put in the time, he put in the effort. I've been doing this since 2016. Every single person that told me along the way, you're never going to be successful, you're never going to make it, no one's going to watch your videos. So where the fuck are they now? Guess what? They're not here. They're no longer in my circle, right? Because all those people that didn't believe in the beginning, well, they're not here today to reap their rewards. They're not here to experience what it's like when you get to the tippity top. Because again, people aren't going to help you. They don't want to see you succeed. They really don't. Like, people do not want to see you succeed, because that's giving into their fears. Their fears that maybe they're not going to succeed. Everybody's afraid of failing. But if you want to be really, really, really successful, if you want to figure out what you can do different, if you want to get a real passion for something, if you want to create a business, if you want to go into the gym, you want to lose 100 pounds, you have to have this undying belief in yourself. You have to believe more than anything anyone could ever say to you. And the guy that's going to motivate you and tell you like, hey, you can do it. Yeah, that's not enough. Fuck that guy too. Fuck everybody that's going to tell you can do it. They can tell you can't do it. Because it doesn't matter who's rooting for you. It doesn't matter who's rooting against you. If you don't believe in yourself enough to just fucking start, well, you're not going to fucking make it, my friends. So again, if you want to learn to day trade, how do you learn to day trade? I'd say the best way to do it is to start. Just start trying. There's so many different ways. There's simulators. There's all these different programs you can learn, different strategies. There's a million fucking videos on YouTube. There's a million videos everywhere now. There is so much information out there that you can go and you can start putting in the time, putting in the research, spending time learning, right? Figuring it out. Because when shit gets hard, when you get to a point where you're actually doing it and you're like, holy fuck, like this is kind of hard. Like, it's not easy. I thought it was going to be easy, but it's actually pretty fucking hard. If you can't get through that first starting phase, well, you're not going to be able to get through that next phase, because the shit just gets harder and harder. The more you learn about it, the more you have to figure out like, hey, this shit's kind of hard. There's so much information, right? There's so much information that sometimes it's overwhelming. There's too much information. Then you get paralysis, because you're like, well, this guy's doing it this way. This guy's doing it that way. This guy uses this strategy. This guy has this strategy. And if you sit around and you're constantly just trying to figure out what strategy is best for you, and you're not actually applying any strategy, you're not actually doing it, you're not learning, well, you're going to get just lost. You're going to get lost in a overload information. There's too much information, right? You got to be able to, again, start. Starting is key. How do you start? What do? You just fucking start. If you want to go to the gym, you want to get in shape, you want to get a six-pack, well, start going to the fucking gym. Start looking around. Keep an eye on what's going on in the gym. If there's a guy who has a six-pack, what's he doing to keep that six-pack? If you see a guy who's got really big muscles, what's he doing to get those big muscles? If you see a guy who's making a lot of money, what's he doing to make a lot of money? What's his business? Look at people who are successful and see what they've done. Don't ask them. Don't be like, hey, guy, I see you're a millionaire. How'd you get rich? Just observe. See what they're doing. Research them. Learn about their business. See what they did to get to that point. But you don't need to fucking ask somebody on Instagram how to start. Because if you really fucking want it, if you really, really want to be successful, you're going to figure it out. You're going to make it happen. And I'm so tired of this world that we live in today where everyone's just like, well, you know, I want to do this. You know, I want to be a photographer. You know, I want to be this, I want to be that. Like, fucking just start doing it, my friends. When I first started filming, I would film weddings. I would film whatever bullshit I could film to make enough money that I could keep filming what I wanted to film, right? There's an old saying that I love to think about. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do so that you can keep doing the things that you want to do, right? It's that simple. If you do the things that are hard, you do the things that are difficult, they're going to allow you to do the things that you want to do. You want to be a filmer? Okay, perfect. You want to film surfing at Pipeline all day? Perfect. Awesome. But you might have to do some other bullshit along the way. You might have to film a wedding so you can pay your rent. You might have to go and film some totally bullshit thing just so you can pay your rent. And if you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to figure it out to make it happen, well, then just shut the fuck up and go get a job at McDonald's. Go get a job at some bullshit place, work 9 to 5 because you're not going to make it. If you're not willing to grind, if you're not willing to put in the effort, to put in the work, and all you want is to be told how to do it, then just shut the fuck up and go get a job somewhere because that's all you're going to be. That is exactly all you're going to be. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. I'm not going to tell you like, hey, you're special, because you're not fucking special. There's a million people just like you that want to be successful, that quote unquote are trying to be successful. But then there's about 1,000 people out of that million who are actually going to be successful. Those people that actually fucking wake up every morning and they do the things that they don't want to do. Perfect example for me. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you think I want to wake up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning to trade and go live on YouTube? Fuck no. That's the last thing that I want to do, honestly. But I do it every morning. I set my alarm. I go to bed on time. I make my life. I built this life so that I can do what I need to do to build my channel, to make the money, to focus on what is important to me right now. And that's building my business, trading, making money, and being successful, being consistent, going to the gym every day. Do you think I really want to go to the gym every single day? No. I would love to just sit around eating cookies and just fucking fuck off. I would just love that. That would be amazing, right? I could just wake up in the morning, eat some cookies, watch some TV, and just fucking chill. But that's not going to get me to where I want to be. I know exactly where I want to be. I have my goals. I have my plan. I'm not waiting to start. I'm doing it. You know, like I want to start a book. Well, then I'm going to make a fucking book. I want to do the course. I'm going to do the fucking course. If I want to make money, I want to make $1,000, $3,000 every day. Well, I'm going to figure out how to do that. I'm not going to sit around and ask somebody else like, hey, bro, you know, how can I make that money? How can I get to that point? How can I trade and make $3,000 every day? Well, guess what? I fucking want it enough that no matter what the answer is, no matter what the question is, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get to that point. And so many people are sitting around with this paralysis where they're like, I can't start a new business, or I can't start a new relationship. I can't go to the gym because I just don't know where to start. Again, shut the fuck up, get off the stream, just go somewhere else because no one's got time for your bullshit. If you want to learn, you want to get to that next level, you want to push it, then there's no excuse. There's zero excuse. If the only fucking thing stopping you from being successful, the only thing stopping you from starting something new is because you don't know where to start, then just shut the fuck up, go to McDonald's, get the fuck out of my DMs. Don't waste my time, don't message me, don't email me. I'm not even gonna reply. But if you show me that you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, I will help you. I will go out of my way to help you. But if the only question you have is, hey, where do I start? Get the fuck out. If you're sitting around asking yourself how to start, you better fucking stand up and you better fucking start making it happen. Because if you really, really want to make something happen, you're going to make it happen. If you're sitting around just waiting for an answer, you're not going to make it, my friends. You got to want it. You got to have that desire so bad. You got to desire it so badly that you're going to do whatever you have to do to figure it out, to make it happen. Whatever idea you have, whatever plan, if you're sitting on the fence right now about starting, start today. Right fucking now. You want to get a new girlfriend? Well, fucking start looking for a new girlfriend. Do what you got to do to get there, right? You want to start a new business? You want to quit your job? Whatever it is, fucking start it today, my friends, right now. There is no better time than right fucking now. All right? Right fucking now. And I'm telling you from experience. I've done this so many times where I've went out of my way to do something that I've never done before, to learn something new, and I've done it and I've been successful. And the only reason that I'm successful today is because I fucking wanted it so badly that no matter what, I didn't care what the answer was, I was going to make it happen. I didn't care what anyone had to say. I was going to make it fucking happen. And if you don't have that belief, if you don't have that confidence, then just go and get a fucking job at McDonald's, because that's all you're going to be. It's all you're going to fucking be. You're going to be working a 9 to 5, hating your fucking life, and you're going to think back 20 years from now and go, man, Patrick was right. I should have started. I should have made it happen. All right, there it is. Episode 2 of Getting the W. Every day, baby. Let's go.